recording. Bam. Let's do this. And, alright, people. Puka and BMW are back for YSL round of 32 action here. We need to get our awesome intro music going here, because that is the most important aspect to the cast, of course. Spawning in the bottom left as the white Protoss, it will be mayyaS. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. And mayyaS. And his opponent as the brown Zerg, it will be arronax.
I'm gonna go with mayyaS and arronax.
I'm gonna call him Aaron.
Aaron?
Yeah, I'm gonna call him.
What I noticed right now is it's Poland versus Poland. So
right,
I guess we got West Poland versus East Poland. Something going on.
I guess.
So the battle of the Polish C players. So I think arronax, I want to say, is in KDV, Clan Dark Venom.
He is, yeah.
Okay, and I don't know who mayyaS is. So shout out to the Smurf C+ rank player. No idea who you are.
You just automatically assume Smurf.
Oh, Smurf Protoss. Excuse me. Gotta assume the worst.
Oh wow. Okay. Gotta increase volume. Gotta love the frame rate of casting and mayyaS. All right.
So what do we think we're gonna see here? Do we think we're gonna see some crazy ass Zerg play or 2-gate by Protoss, or what are we gonna see here? Something stupid?
ZVP? Is Zerg gonna take off a far of third base? Well, actually, I don't know. Well, these positions do not favor Zerg at all. That far of third base is not going to be very tangible. Yeah, I cannot justify whatever the Zerg's name is right now. Aaron. Aaron, I cannot justify it because he's expanding to his opponent, which doesn't make any sense. I guess if he really wants to, playing standard isn't terrible. Just me personally, I don't say it's terrible. I think it's terrible, but players will disagree with me, and that's totally fine. But yeah, I think that he's probably just gonna take a far off third base. It's probably the most viable option. Probably standard play.
Yeah,
for Jeffy
it's very standard for both players so far.
Well, actually, we had a 9 pool. I believe we had a 9 pool.
Yeah, I don't even know if mayyaS. Oh, he's finally dropping a cannon. Yeah.
Well, actually, okay, no. So, Aaron's actually taking a 12 o'clock expo. Well, I'm not sure if that's just on purpose because of the map and spawn locations, or I don't know why, but I don't know.
Oh, you're right. Did he 9 pull? I just noticed that.
No, he got a lot of lings, and I was going to say it was going to be an issue, but Aaron made a mistake. Aaron made a big mistake from this build order. If you're going to go super fast lings, go attack your opponent. Don't try to kill off the scouting probe.
Yeah,
and only send one ling to your opponent's base. If you're going to do that, I mean, even though it's cross spawn. Oh, was it 12 pool? Oh, it's 12 pool. So never mind. I thought it was a 9 pool. Never mind. So apparently I called it off wrong.
Oh, thank God, because that would have been just a disaster for the Zerg player.
But even still, I'm not really sure why you would 12 pool, then make 6 lings, and then just try to attack a scouting probe. You ideally just want to attack your opponent, and then try to get a run by going on, or contain, and stop scouting probes. All in due time, with practice, you'll improve.
Yeah, so I want to see something like, I want to see the Zerg do a Hydralisk rush. I think that would be sick if he just massed Hydralisk and just crushed this Protoss right now. I think it would work. Got a small choke, so
small choke actually benefits Protoss.
Yeah, that could really hurt the Zerg, like I was about to say, but I just think that there's a lot of open land for the Hydralisk to roam around, so
I mean, of course, Zerg, I mean, unless he's like really good in smurfing and able to do some mass queen build, you're probably gonna see, Hydra Hydra, Ling, Lurker, Mutalisk, Defiler-ish kind of builds. Like, that's like the main central. So, of course, you're probably going to see Hydras. This map is really good for Lurker contains on. Hydra Bus, though, that is solely dependent on what Protoss decides to go. Right now, he's getting a... Well, he's... Okay, so there goes down the Citadel. A little bit more delayed than I'm used to. But despite all of that, he's still getting up Citadel. So he's going to have a, a fairly fast Templar. So... Thank you. Thank you, though.
We've both been getting interrupted here.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
At the same time. I know my mom wanted to know if I wanted steak tips. I'm like, no, I do not want. I'm in the middle of casting. But anyway, he's gonna have a fast Templar tech. So he should be fine for any kind of Hydra play. I doubt it's not looking like Hydra play though. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. This is actually looking. Well, there he goes on the other hatchery. So it might be 5-hatch Hydra for all I know. It could be.
Well, I see the Spire at the natural, and he's also dropping a hatchery next to it. So no, two hatcheries.
Well, the Spire. This is kind of the interesting thing. I mean, this is pretty much what this is what Fungzo does every time in the CSOL. I mean, he does this pretty much identical build, except he does an overpool. But everything's pretty much identical. You take a third base, you do SimCity on the third. You get up 5 hatcheries, all that fun stuff. But that Spire is hard to indicate what it's actually for. Most of the time, I mean, generally it's their standard because you want to get Scourge out to defend from Scourge, but you also get the Hydrogen in just because you want to have that tech path open to you, and because it's standard play. But like, I cannot tell if he's going to go Mutalisks. He'd probably be making them now, so it looks like it's going to be Hydralisks though. But if he went Mutalisks, could he do a good amount of damage? Yeah, probably. With a good Mutalisk control, he only has 2 Corsair open to himself right now, so that's a little. And also the one thing that I'd always say that Protosses should do. Now, of course, players can disagree with me, but what I've noticed though in the Scourge are not going to do anything. Actually, they're going to get. I guess they're scouting Scourges. I guess if you want to call them that. But when you make your first Corsair, you can always just send it out, kill off an Overlord, because I've seen it like 95% of the time. Like the first Corsair will claim at least 1 Overlord victim. So when you do that, and then just send it back to your base, and then you want to get up around 4 or 5 Scourge, because that's when Mutalisks start to become like not effective. If you send up Scourge 1 by 1, they can get picked up by Mutalisks and Scourge, and it's not a great time.
We got a little force of Zealots coming out here. Hopefully, try to get a little attack going on this 12 o'clock base.
Yeah, so the benefit for arronax is that he's gonna be able. He's taking this base so he can help defend this a lot easier than being on this side of the map. But that SimCity's actually not really doing a lot actually at all.
Yeah, he's got a really nice surround going right now, and
he's just gonna be able to clean it up.
Oh, but he's gonna leave. But that's smart. Just pull back and regroup. Play.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna do anything with those initial zealots anyway.
I would have liked to have seen him, try to maybe attack a few drones, but otherwise, he didn't lose his whole force, so that's okay. But here comes the Zerg player, like arronax. Arronax is now trying to counterattack. Oh, he's gonna take out this random zealot. Damn. But yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. You get these Hydralisks and you just roam around the map and you can snipe a lot of stuff. And oh wow, no, mayyaS is walking his whole Zealot force into those Hydras. Oh, and they're all really low health, I think, too, Fitz.
I'm wondering, +1 just finished. And, okay, this is not the normal timing for Storm from this build order. He has delayed his tech quite substantially. That Templar, like his first Templar, like should have been out by like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, around that time. And he's just doing +1 air attack, and that's, I don't know what mayya's doing. He kind of went like Zealot pressure, and then now he's going back into Corsair. I honestly think his best option is just literally put down more gateways and get High Templar. Because he only has 2 force there out.
Yeah, he made too many speed zealots, I think, at this point. And he really can't use them.
Speed zealots aren't bad. I mean, if you get enough of them, you can pressure and you can pretty much kill off. If he attacked the natural, he would have had a much easier time because there's no Sunkens or anything to really deal with that. Spire's exposed, Hydra Den's exposed as well.
Yeah, I think if he had Templar with them, it would be really good, but right now they're just frozen.
He might go Hydra burrowed? Really? Are you seeing that?
Yeah, I've been noticing that too. It's kind of like...
It's bizarre. But with High Templar out, we're going to have to see what arronax, or Aaron's ability to Hydra dodge, or Storm dodge, whatever you want to call it. But Storm still does affect burrowed units, so it doesn't actually help. I don't really know what the point of burrow for that is. I can understand Ling burrowing off like a 3rd base, but yeah.
Hey Fitz, I have to go. I have an emergency. I need to go.
Okay, that's fine.
I apologize to the viewers. I got to go.
Bye. With BMW going away, even though it said Puka left, except I'm still in the game. These Hydras are... He doesn't even need Storm, but nice High Templar snipe, so that's a big deal. And... Oh, that's not good. Alright. Okay, that's a lot of Hydras. Alright, that's a lot of Hydras right now. What are we looking at for Harvesters right now? 35 to... 47 probes. Okay. So he's making a lot of Hydras right now. That's a lot of Hydras. With no Mutalisk to Templar snipe, that could be an issue. That could potentially be an issue. He's just going to go right in this choke point. See if the Storms are going to be doing it. He's trying to evacuate. That's a lot of Hydras right there. Zealots are closing the distance right there. He's trying to get the best arc he possibly can, but these Storms are really good. And it looks like... these Zealots are doing a good amount of damage, but I think there's too many reinforcing Hydras, and unless we get another really baller Storm off, things might get a little bad. But he's losing a lot of Overlords, which have supply blocks, so he cannot reinforce this anymore. This is not good. Oh man. Oh. And I'm all alone now. I'm all alone. Midway through cast, he had to leave. So sad. Alright, so we have a 4th base going up for Aaron right now. That's always nice to have for that. Now, putting in perspective for ZVP, that as long as, let's say Aaron can still, deny this 4th base for a prolonged period of time, and force a mine out of both the natural and main base, you can do very well as Zerg in this matchup, especially with a Lurker Contain. Like, this map is really, really nice for Lurker Contains on. So if you can pull that off, but it looks like that 3rd base is going up, so that timing might have been missed. But, oh goodness. I know there's talk about a co-caster in there. I wish I could read it in the chat, but I'm still just trying to, stay focused on this game right now. I will read that when I go into game number 2, if I can find someone. Now, I don't know. I don't know the position. Do we have Hive Tech? It's coming up now. He's just finishing up the Queen's Nest now. So he's not going to have Hive Tech for this engagement right here. Now, we'll have to see. I'm not sure if Aaron is a Funkza, but here we go. Hydras are completely exposed here. The Lurkers really need to do the splash damage on these Zealots, excuse me. Zealots are dying very quickly. Nice Storm going on there, but nice Storm dodging as well. Hydras are looking like they're getting the better part of this battle, but there's so many High Templars, so many Storms are going to be readily available. Ooh, double Storming right there, not needed, but even still, so many Hydras are dead, but Lurkers are coming in here, which now pretty much allows for Aaron to advance into mayya's natural choke point area right here and set up a Lurker Contain right there. So this is actually not bad. We might see a lot of goons coming out now to deal with this Lurker Contain right now. And yeah, all right. Well, he's actually just gonna go over attack the third base right here. Just target fire the Nexus. They do so much damage to the Nexus overall. And wow, storming 2. And oh no. Now this is where we might see a lot of Ling Lurker. Still making a lot of Hydras though. Hydras and Lings aren't bad against Dragoons. I guess in this circumstances, Hydras might be better because there isn't as much surface area for Lings to get around. But anyway. Wow. And what are we looking in terms of tech right here? Hive should be coming up. Hive is about halfway done right now. So that timing window for Dark Swarm and Plague and all that fun stuff should be coming up shortly. He should probably put down a Defiler Mound and from there, do some good damage. Lurkers are going to be going back home. Okay, so it looks like... But he's done, in my opinion... I mean, Aaron is in such a really dominant position right now. Because right now he's up a 4 base. He's going to have Hive Tech. He has enough income to really kind of tech and make units at the same time. While... that's not a good expo location, as he can just literally pressure it from here. So, I'm not sure if he knows about that location. Hopefully he can figure it out. But I like Aaron's position a lot more than I like mayyaS right now. Just because the main's mined out, and this is really what you want to do as a Zerg player. Very hard to really kind of just bust down the front door of Protoss, especially with maps having choke points that will pretty much just allow Storm to do the full damage that it does to Hydralisks. And then you just follow that up with, well, yeah, pretty much that's all I'm saying. Makes our artificial choke points, makes it very difficult for Zerg to break through. You pretty much set up a contain. If it's successful, this happens, and the natural is almost mined out. Only thing is that he needs to deal with his third base. However, that's a lot further away. So either he tries to defend this base, and mayyaS realizes, or Aaron realizes that, and then he goes to attack the natural expansion, kill off all the attacks, or he kills off this army right now and wins the game. However, though, well, looks like he's gonna try to expand here. So it's kind of up to the Zerg player to not allow Protoss to take another base. Because he can probably deal with, Aaron could probably deal with a 1-base Protoss. But oh, that storm is killing all those storms. Oh, no. No. That's a lot of lurkers. But that's a lot of goons. Goons are pretty much can kind of one-on-one, or almost one-on-one lurkers, which is kind of crazy. Despite the amount that each unit costs. And, oh, okay. Alright, so this game's going to go on for a while longer. With the addition of... Well, he's actually taking a lot of fire from the lurkers, but should be able to clean them up despite all that. I think as long as mayyaS can deal or hold off this next, counter push right here, and all his overlords are dying right now, he should be okay. He should be okay. Once the sails come out, these Lings should pose no threat. Only one Ling dealing with that, and hasn't found out about this other base right now. There's cannons there. But where is that Hive Tech that I've ever so spoken about? Just putting down the Ultra Cavern. Okay. Pretty delayed tech, but he really kind of wanted to end the game right there. There was definitely a timing that it could have done, but the way the engagement went down was just not perfect at all for mayyaS. So, oh man. 5th base going down. So this is the Ultra. Also, I'm thinking the reason why the Ultra transition was a little bit later, despite the Hive Tech being done faster, is I believe I've heard. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you want to be ideally off of 5 gas, which is what he'll have for Ultras. So we'll be in a terrible position. Okay, so actually, this base has been canceled. Alright, so actually, Aaron's not in such a bad position as I thought he was going to be in. With Ultra transition, it will definitely help him, as there isn't like 20 Archon out on the map. So that will definitely help. And Archon does go down as well. So, I mean, this continuing pressure, though, just doesn't allow for that mega Protoss ball that's unkillable, a.k.a. the Death Ball of, like, Archon Zealot, like Archon DT, like there's nothing you can do about it. Like all you can do is like Guardian and just hope that you can get that tech out, but most of that time in that late stage of the part of the game, you just don't have the income to really supplement that. So this continuing pressure is actually killing off a lot of those high-tech units that are really kind of crucial, but oh, look at this pressure right here. This base is completely exposed. Ultras are going to be popping out here. Hopefully we'll be able to defend a little bit better here. But a lot of this army is starting to become very anti-ultra. These goons do so much damage. They do their full 24 damage. And, wow. He's still trying to reinforce this. It looks like he has held off right here. Those ultras definitely did help out. They're not fully upgraded yet, but I'm sure they will be. We have another base going up at the 9 o'clock that has 3 cannons on it, so it should be help defended. Still long distance mining here at his 7 o'clock, or the 3rd base of his first initial main base. Going in here with these dragoons is a worthless cause because they're just gonna die. And well, all right. So he still probably wants to get rid of this base right here, for sure. So again, I definitely think Aaron is in a much more better situation than I would say where mayyaS is. mayyaS is off of, well, let's look at harvesters as well. 47 to 49 drones. I mean, Zerg is a very, very slight lead. We have DTs coming out here. Now, DTs aren't, they're not there to, like, they serve multiple purposes, but the reason why I'm saying them this time is that they just obliterate Ultralisk so quickly. Link's coming in here, and still no Defiler. Like, I don't think I see a Defiler pit at all. Defiler mount. Wow. And these Lings, that Zilla doesn't really matter, but the important thing is that Aaron is dead. I mean, that mayyaS dead now. Yeah, mayyaS dead. Yep, mayyaS dead, pretty much. He doesn't have a mining base now. He or she doesn't have a mining base, excuse me, and it's hard to watch. Oh, so he's gonna be expanding here. Now, these 4 Archon, man, they're doing the 36 damage. They do a lot of damage, and that's splash. Now, they don't do 36 damage to every single unit, or else they would one-shot Lings. It would be crazy, but still. I mean, like, 2 Archon, one-shot Lings, and they're all dead. MBD, no big deal. Ultras still are at 5-1 now. I'm surprised he still hasn't gotten melee attack upgrades. He's probably working on that right now. Ultra speed has just finished, which is surprising as well. I mean, he's like, what, like 40-something workers, and he's long distance mining 36 now. Up to 60 drones. 60 drones is quite a lot. You don't normally see that with that many Zergs out. But we do have a lot of Ultras out here. Let's look at this. That is a nearly maxed army right there. 160 supply compared to the 83. That is 72 Lings, 12 Ultralisks right there. And that's about it. That's pretty much what makes up the main unit composition right there. And that is, this is the ultra sport right here. So sad, but doesn't really matter. When opponent's this far ahead, he can just win. Like, you know what? I don't care about throw away, 8 ultra skill off 1 Archon. That's only one. You can't reveal those Archon. You're poor. I'm just gonna go kill you now. And the other thing is you could always go up this ramp and just go get around all these Archon, but like, this is how ridiculous Archon are. It's like the standoff. Like, how long can we hold off? It's like one of those swarm modes that you get in like Halo or something, like Firefight or some survival game. It's like, how many waves can you survive? Like, the game will never end, so you pretty much have to defend. It's kind of what these Archons are doing right now. It's like, yeah, I have 18 kills, man. I have 9 kills. And there's the GG. mayyaS will take, Aaron will take game 1. Now I'm going to go take a quick bathroom break here. I'll put on some very quick music for you guys, and I'll be back 2 minutes at most. People on YouTube, rate, comment, subscribe.